Rising, 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 rising. How cool. Okay. So like it's very early here. 7 in the morning in America, in Cancun, Mexico. And more or less about half an hour ago, I woke up. And I woke up from the most amazing dreams. Dreams are amazing. Dreams are our teacher. Dreams are our subconscious. And it's awesome. And I'm going to talk to you about the lessons. I'm going to talk to you about the lessons that I learned from my dreams. I'm still in that half an hour after the dream. I'm still in a powerful space of presence. What a huge, amazing dream. Because remember, the body doesn't know the difference between a dream and reality. So as far as my mind and body and soul, I've had this experience of a dream in reality, which is nuts. So, the dream. The dream was overall, and I won't remember every single detail. My memory's pretty bad, actually, overall. But I will get across the main themes and the things I remember that are significant. But the main theme was, and actually I want to transition into talking about demons again, because I found some, I'm remembering things that were important when I was riddled by demons that I did. And it all makes sense, because I'm going big on the theme. It seems like God is showing me the way of my past and like not blocking the things that I used to do. I'm remembering them more now, and I'm remembering examples to you guys to convey in simple terms how demon-riddled I was, but then you can see it in other people. There's testers and markers of how demon-riddled people are, right? So I'll get to that. But anyway, the theme of the dream was, overall, it was a great theme. It was a miscarriage of justice that happened to me. So I was being accused of something massive that I didn't do. And nothing irrates the soul of anyone, let alone a light worker, of being accused of doing something bad when I never did that bad thing. I knew in my heart I'd never done it. It's annoying to have can you imagine all these people that have been had a miscarriage of justice through court systems, and they've been fucked over and gone to prison and gone through courts and been accused. You've been accused legally and sent to jail for something that you haven't done. God, the courts, man. What's up with that? What's up with the courts? What's up with law? It's all bullshit. What happened to natural law, natural justice? Courts are there, I feel, just to get the wrong people in jail sometimes, huh? And then the demons really will. But anyway, in my dream, there was a case to do with some place where I was working. Like I said, I don't remember everything. And I got accused then of doing something that I'd never done. And I remember at the time, this was years ago, and it's in a dream, I was writing down evidence because I knew in my heart I hadn't done these things that I'd been accused of, and I'd be sent to jail. So they told me they're going to delay the process, the court process, but eventually in a few years' time, you're going to get taken to court. So I wrote down the evidence at the time, and then fast forward to the dream, and in that moment I was being accused, like live, in the moment of all these things, and saying, you're going to court, you've done this and this and that. And I remember the determination that arose within me was very powerful. I was so determined. To fight off the accusations because I knew my truth. It awoke a fucking lion in me. A miscarriage of justice is an awakening in a sense because it awakens the lion in you. If you've not done something, if you've been accused of doing something, you know you haven't done it. Yeah, it's just nuts. And it really awoke something in me. And then another part of the dream was the boy. it goes all over the place, the dreams. They don't always make sense. But a boy from my old school who'd also accused me of doing this thing that I hadn't done. I hadn't done this. He started vomiting, like after he accused me of after I got the notification I'd been accused of all this shit, and I started getting angry like a fucking lion and determined to fight it. Really determined. One of the kids that really done it himself, he started vomiting. And then I remembered in the dream that the day that I was accused of this, years ago, he also started vomiting. So this is interesting. So what I told my mum and dad as I was being accused of something I hadn't done, I was trying to tell them, I was trying to defend myself. I told them, it's a bit funny, this guy is vomiting all of a sudden. He hasn't vomited in years. He vomited the day that, I know it doesn't make sense, but it does. He vomited the day that I got accused of, I get accused of doing something, miscarriage of justice, the day that I got accused of something I didn't do, he started vomiting. He didn't vomit then for ages, and then I see him vomit again. All of a sudden, the day again, this case against me resurfaces. So the point of that one was, and I told my parents this in the dream, I know why that bit came up. It's because I don't believe in coincidences. And you shouldn't believe in coincidences too, and you guys don't. There is no such thing as coincidence theories. 9/11, lunar landings, your life, synchronicities. So there's bad ones that happen, like 9/11 and all these stupid coincidences. They're not coincidences, guys. Wake up. They're real. They're demonic, negative activities, all of these false flags and all of this stuff. It's what the mainstream can't hack. That's why that came up in the dream. And I was saying to my parents, that's not a coincidence. The guy hasn't... Another thing that's not a coincidence is me being short-sighted after a vaccine. A few months after a vaccine, a BCG vaccine at 13. Time to take it down, Facebook. Just said it in it. Yes, not a coincidence. No. Vaccines cause liver damage and all kinds of damage, and it made my eyes go funny, right? There ain't such thing as coincidences. And that's why I was telling my parents. This guy vomited the day that I was accused of something I haven't done, a serious accusation against me in my dreams. And now, years later, as I get the call that it's going to be resurfaced, you're going to go to jail. Boy, did that make me angry, because I haven't done it. Nothing hurts the soul more than a lie against yourself that's going to imprison you, literally in a physical 3D. So not a coincidence. And I was telling my parents, that's not a coincidence. Come on, guys, wake up. That was one of them. Man, that miscarriage of justice made me so, fiery. I love it. I love my fire. Nothing like a bit of untruths against you and limitations of your freedom to wake you the fuck up in this reality. But yeah, there's something connected to demons. That I want to talk about. So to backtrack, I've talked a bit before about, let me try and remember now. I've talked a bit about smiling and smirking, which I did loads of when I was really at my worst, which basically means I was really against my natural positivity. My spirits, my angels, there wasn't a lot in me. They've been taken out through trauma and my own bidding. Can't blame other people. But when I was demon riddled, the worst, and everyone has it in levels, is what my understanding and know, what my experience seeing other people is. All kinds of people. I'm a light worker that exposes demons. You don't even have to talk to me. Spend enough time in my presence, and I'm that guy that I'll expose it. I know a lot of you guys are. We have our own power. But when I was demon riddled, I've talked about what was it? Smirking and smiling, and that was just demons. So smirking and smiling is when you're receiving attention of the negative kind, which is the only thing demons can feed on and grow from. The demons inside you can only take over when you're receiving negative energy. And so when I was smirking. It was like, okay, someone's giving me negative energy, smirk. And it was uncontrollable. I'll be honest, at the time it was uncontrollable, But I had some very high self-awareness because I was like, oh, I'm smirking, but I don't want to smirk, but I am anyway. So that was interesting to see. Like, I can talk more about that, but I don't really want to make this video too long, and it might be long. But it's good because there's more demon talk to come about me and demons that I've forgotten. So there's that one. Go and check out my old stuff. It's on my YouTube. And the smirking. I'll never forget that story. That reality. I was demon riddled, and it's proof that I was demon riddled. And by the way, I got rid of that smirk over time. So now when someone gives me negative attention, the smirk doesn't come anymore. The thought to smirk still comes, because I still have demons in me, but it doesn't, like, it used to be like I used to have to come out. Now it can be suppressed. It just doesn't, because they're not so riddled in me. But anyway, because of this theme of miscarriage of justice in my dreams, and I was really fucked over, and this was reality, right? Because a dream is reality, and I don't know the difference. It was just such a powerful dream. How dare you accuse me of something I haven't done that's going to cost me my freedom, and take away my power of helping people? That's exactly what's going through my brain. I haven't done this shit. Like, I haven't done it. How dare you? But it reminded me, again, when I was demon riddled the worst, and someone would accuse me of doing something that I hadn't done. So when people gave me negative attention, when I was the worst and demon riddled, I'd smirk. But also, I remember, and it was because I was thinking of this miscarriage of justice, when someone would accuse me, like, say my mum, that was a good example. When I was younger, my mum would accuse me of doing something. My mum would accuse me of doing something that I didn't do. I'm trying to word this properly because I want this to be explained in a simple way, but also truthfully. So when people would accuse me of doing something I wouldn't do in the past, again, but to you it's an affront, right? It's a miscarriage of justice. I would know it wasn't me. This was in the past when I had way more demons. I would know in my heart it wasn't me, but also I would enjoy the attention of being accused of doing something I haven't done, and then my mannerisms, again at my worst, would come across like I had done the thing that I hadn't done. Right. Hold the floor. Hear about what I'm trying to say. I'm getting to a theme here, because I'm figuring things out as I go, and I don't know. I can only relate my experiences and co-merge it with what demons do and what they're like. So, when I was at my worst, completely demon riddled, I would be accused of doing things. I'd be accused of doing things that I didn't do, and I'd know I didn't do them, but I would give off mannerisms and even smirks. Yeah, even smirks. It wasn't just that, but I'd smirk like I had done it, even though I knew I hadn't. What's going on there? Why would you want to do that? Why would a normal person want to, when you're being accused of something serious or not, but something that you haven't done that's not good, so a negative thing, you're accused of a negative thing you've done to someone else or to something, and you haven't done it. And I know I wouldn't, but I'd either smirk, I'd enjoy it. I'd enjoy that. I remember enjoying it. And what I think that is demons inside you love confusion. They hate your light. They're just confusing. They were trying to give off to other people that they were correct in their assumptions, their accusations of me that weren't correct. But I would give off, and it would always weird me out, same as the smirk would weird me out. And it's important, the smirk that I unconsciously did weirded me out. I couldn't help it, but I always wondered and self-reflected, why am I doing that? And that was a good thing. My self-awareness ultimately got rid of the smirk. So my acknowledgement that, I didn't know the smirk was demons at the time, but my acknowledgement that I do this, and my work, all that I do here, my positive light, that my journey to rid myself of demons, and my self-reflection got rid of it. Well, I guess same with when I used to enjoy being accused of doing things I hadn't done. I knew I hadn't done. No, who in their right mind would enjoy? Only a demon-riddled person, because demons love confusion. Demons love negative attention. Demons love confusion. Demons love it when you get accused of shit you haven't done and you know you haven't done it. They enjoy it. The demon's in you. Mental. I'm still trying to work it out, but yeah, like my demons, me, used to present like I enjoyed when I'd be accused of things I hadn't done. Why would I enjoy that? Because it's negative. But it wasn't me, and I know I hadn't done it. There was a side in me that knew I hadn't done what my mum said I'd done or whatever. But there was another side in me, the demon side, that was like, you're trying to make out, Harry, to other people that you've done. So my demon side, my demons, were trying to make out to other people when they accused me of things that I haven't done. They were trying to make out that I had done it. Man, that's messed up. That's messed up. Yeah, that's messed up. I don't know, I have to think way more on this as I go along my journey, but it's completely messed up, and I think the miscarriage of justice theme dream has helped me, like, with that, with the confusion that was going on, because demons love confusion and negativity. That's all I've worked out, and they was in me hardcore. Another thing that I used to do is talk to myself out loud, and that's definitely demon takeover. So I remember just talking to myself out loud when people would pass me on the streets, almost like a crazy person. But I guess not. So there's levels, right? There's levels. Hold on a second. There's levels here to talking to yourself. Like, mine wasn't like paranoid schizophrenia, which by the way is basically not hallucinations at all, chemical imbalances. Paranoid schizophrenia is when you talk to yourself because there are voices in your head, and they are correct. There are voices in their head because holes have been broken in their auric field and their chakras, and demons now possess them to some degree. So there's that, and then they talk out loud. So they talk out loud and have conversations with their voices because their voices are having conversations with them. But I also used to talk out loud, but not to that level. So I think there's levels to demon takeovers, and I'll put my hand up. I was never at paranoid schizophrenia, but it was really bad, just in a different way. So I remember people walking past me on the streets, and I'd talk to myself, try and self-soothe because I was afraid of people so much. But the act of talking to myself, because like I said earlier, I was very self-aware. I was self-aware with the smirk, and I got rid of it. I've always been very self-aware. It's part of the deal of being broken, guys. It's just part of the deal of being broken. So as people would walk by, to comfort myself, I'd talk to myself, and I don't remember what I said exactly. I don't want to lie here, but I can't remember. But I just remember talking to myself, and it wasn't voices outside of me. It felt like me. But I don't know. But I do know that talking to yourself is... We all know how to act properly in society. And when we're healthy and happy and have enough light in us, we know that talking to ourselves is an activity out loud so that other people can see you. Let me rephrase. Talking to yourself out loud so that other people can see you talking to yourself, we know is an archetype of a person that is not right in the head. And we also know that's an archetype, that's a way to attract negative attention to yourself. So what I'm saying is, I was demon riddled a lot, because that's why I used to I let other people see in public that I would talk to myself, even if it is to self-soothe, which is a good thing. The mere act of talking to yourself in public and letting other people, if it's just one person, see you talk to yourself, is basically it's this. You are riddled by demons. If you talk to yourself, even in a nice way like I did, or like a paranoid schizophrenia, it's a proof, 100% certainty, you have way too many demonic, dark, negative entities residing in your body, and you need to do some work on yourself. And obviously, everyone knows that. No one goes around talking to themselves, like even in nice ways, so that, do you know what I mean? It's demon activity. So yeah, that's what I want to say in this live. That I'm still trying to figure things out, but I did have, like, as I was being accused of things I hadn't done, serious to my world at the time, I would know that I didn't do it, but I would give off mannerisms like I did and a smirk. That's weird. That's demon shit. That's real dark demons. I had a lot of demons. But like I said, I don't think I had as many as paranoid schizophrenics, because that's just too far gone. And then it's a whole different journey to try and save yourself. But yeah, and I also used to talk to myself. In public, walking the streets. Like, not full on 24/7, but yeah, it did come up. And it was weird. And I'm going to try and remember these things more. As I'm healing, I'm starting to allow myself to remember. Because I've never shared that actually, truthfully, with what I just put on this video. I've never shared with, I mean, sometimes I share these stories with people like us in real life, but I've not remembered these. These are things that I didn't think were relevant to my healing and to demons and dark energy. But now I see that they are. I'm happy to share them with close friends and to people on Facebook, because everyone here can learn from these experiences. Happy to share. There's no hiding the serious dark shit that I was and the serious dark entity possessed I was, because there's lessons in that. Because, to be honest, I've got rid of a hell of a load for me. Yeah, they're always in us. Don't get me wrong. It's a battle. We're in a spiritual war. The spiritual war. We're in a war. What do you think getting with stuff does? It puts a hell of a load of demons inside you. You can rest assured on that. Anything destroys your physical health, but it's deeper than that. It's a spiritual war. It's a battle. And honestly, I know that I've won my war. I've already won my war. I know you guys have too. We are the light. We've done the work and acknowledged and had to look at ourselves truthfully with serious self-awareness. So many people in the normal world lack for awareness of self. They're good at judging others, but they lack it when it comes to them, their own triggers, their own shadows. They lack it. It's nuts. It's really nuts. It's crazy. Anyway, okay, I don't want to make this too long. Thanks everyone for watching. I hope you got some value. This was demon talk. I'm gonna go deep with demons because they was in me a lot. I'm gonna study them, and yeah, they're dark, and yeah, like, it's cool. All right, peace. Thanks.